In this video, we're going to use the Polarfire SoC Icicle dev kit, and we're going to modify the AXI LSRAM. It's a block RAM, an FPGA block RAM. So we'll increase the size of it from 16 kbytes to 64 kbytes, and we will uh, we'll preload the RAM with contents. Um, I did this a few days ago, so I'm starting to forget what I did. So hopefully this goes okay. All right. So first, um, basic overview. Let's see. And also we have a few links. So a few links are it'll be based upon the Icicle reference design kit. So this on this link here. Also, we'll be using their bare metal examples, which is this link here. We will, let's see, I had a Python script that creates a Intel hex formatted incrementing pattern. It's located here. Quick thing is, I remember running into an Indian issue, so I had to do an Indian swap. I haven't tried that yet. Hopefully that works out okay. If you want more on the Intel hex format, Wikipedia does a good job. Two important documents for Polarfire SoC is the technical reference manual. Block diagram here, detailed block diagram is really useful. Also the MSS memory map, which if you cruise down through, right here, that is OX4 location is Fabric Interconnect 3, which is the APB bus, and here at OX6 blah is FIC0, which is one of the AXI buses, which is the one that has our LSRAM on it. Also, another really good reference is the Polarfire SoC product overview. Has a lot of information in it. Very useful one is the product family table, which shows each one of the, I guess, 5 products. Beaglebone V-Fire uses the 025. Icicle uses the 250. The 250 is essentially 10 times bigger than the 025. 025 is still a decent, you can do a lot with 23K of logic. This is pretty massive on the Icicle. So those are the links via interest. And let's minimize him. Let's minimize him. Let's. So we're here. No, here, and let's fire up Libero or Libero. Version is sometimes important. I use 2301. Just closing things down over the week. Would you like to know? Um, then to open the project, it has a recent projects, which you can click on, or you can just navigate to it. If you have not created a project, we have a different video for how to create a project, but essentially it's create, a new project. And actually, if you want to create this dev kit, you go down to here, you run this execute script, left click on that, you go to the script path, and wherever you downloaded it from, I believe we're working in the ICE area. This is where I created and downloaded it. Icicle reference design kit, which is what you'd see. And then you've got this tickle file. Double click on that, and I believe it'll take you all the way through. Um, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to double click on my most recent project. It's almost done. All right. So now we're in Libero. There's dismiss. So these tabs are really important. They're kind of subtly hidden in here. We got the design. So this is one of the blocks. Let's close that one because we want to get to that again. Uh, so the design flow is where we're going to actually do the building. The design hierarchy is where you go to this tab and you click on this, the NPFS Icicle kit based design. This is the top level. You can scroll in and out with a control shift and a control scroll wheel, or the control pressing the control key. This is where our interest is, where we'll find our LSRAM. So click on that. Now we can see a few things, of which there's this initiator and some DMA controller stuff, which we don't care about. This MSS LSRAM. So we'll double click on this. So in this one, what we want to do is we want to have a memory depth of 64 bytes. Let's see, our memory width is 64 bits, so that's 8 bytes. So 64, let's see, 64K divided by 8 is 8. So that would be, how about 8192? If I do 3, will it be mad? Good. Okay. Um, and then we want to initialize the contents. Initialize, and we want to pick a value. So again, I wrote a little script that just basically goes through and 64K. Oops. And it creates Intel hex formatted file with 64K entries in it. So let's go over to, let's go over to bash, git bash. Let's see. So this is the file that we just created that should be 64K bytes. Let's see, let's move it to change its name. And now let's um, let's just CP it from here to the work area that I'm actually using /c/ ice. Now let's just put it here. We can find that. Now we go back to Libero and we left click on this. Oh, here's the file that we just created. Double click on it. Hopefully it likes it. It does not like it. That stinks. So it compiles it and looks at it and says, "Ooh, let's cancel out here." And double click on this again. Let's go back into it. Oh, okay. So here we wanted to increase this out 92. Okay. Like that. Like that. Say okay. Let's turn this off. So say okay. Now I'm coming back into it again. Okay, it's got 8192. We've got this. Initialize the RAM. Make the file 64 KB. Address specified is more. 154097. That's interesting. Why is he mad at me here? Nice. And with Notepad. Notepad plus plus has a really nice hex viewer, Intel X viewer, and it will highlight if there's an error. And well, I don't know why we have an error. I expected this would have gone smoothly. So the barrel is a little yelling at me for line 4097. And right here, that this line here, which is really just the end of file terminator. I wonder if you need that. What happens if you don't have that? Control S. Well, isn't that interesting? So remove the last file and a file marker, which I think is required or should be. I guess it's obvious that it's end of file. And so anyway, we worked around it. We now loaded that and we say, okay, okay. Now we go over here, scroll down to generate bit stream, and we double click on that and come back in half an hour.